Like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GGB Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth off LDBC. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
Diabolical, man. Diabolical work, man. Man, like, share, subscribe, man. Y'all press 2 if y'all can hear me in the comment section. Salute to everybody that's tapped on in. I appreciate all of you guys for pulling up, showing love, supporting the channel, supporting the network, man. Can y'all hear me, man? Press 2 if y'all can hear me, man. Let me get a mic check, man. Diabolical work, man. Man, oh man, oh man, bro. All right, y'all can hear me? All right, man. Salute everybody. Hold on 1 second, man. Y'all, hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on. My bad, y'all. I don't know where this clown went to. My bad, y'all. So, diabolical work, man. Let's get to it, man. So, for you guys who don't know, y'all can go check out our new article. The article. We'll put the link to the article in the comment section in a little while. We'll pin it at the top of the comment section, man. Salute to everybody that's been supporting the channel, everybody that's tapped in. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all of y'all who went and got that membership today, free membership on the website. So y'all will get all the reports and stuff like that and all the videos that we put out because everybody's been asking about notifications and stuff like that. We fixed that. So all y'all got to do is I'm going to put a link in the chat in a little while and y'all click that link and it'll take 1 second and you'll get the free membership. And that way you'll be able to get all the notifications and stuff like that to all the news stuff that you guys miss because we do a lot of news and stuff over here. And we put out a lot of content, but here we go, y'all. So now it is Sean Diddy Combs. Mr. Take That. Sean Diddy Combs, Sean John Combs, and the son of the legendary Notorious B.I.G. C.J. Wallace, man. Diabolical work, man. Diabolical work, man. If this is true. So I'm going to give you guys the breakdown of some of the allegations inside of the actual article that we have. And I'm going to put a link to the article in the chat in a little while. And then I'm going to give you guys the details directly from the allegations itself because it's disturbing. Very disturbing. Very disgusting. Now, on July the 10th, 2025, a new lawsuit filed in the New York federal court has thrust hip-hop mogul Diddy and C.J. Wallace, the son of the late, great Notorious B.I.G., into the spotlight with shocking allegations of sexual assault. Now, the plaintiff, a man, Lord have mercy, bro, an anonymous man, is claiming that in 2022, y'all smash the like button. Oh, and by the way, shout out to the people who donated in the Cash App. Link pinned at the top of the chat, Cash App, PayPal. Francesca M, salute to you. Jamal Wright, salute to you. Robert Washington, salute to you. Nima McCullough, salute to you. And Sharon Bonner, salute to y'all. C-Line, salute to y'all for the donations and the cash app. I appreciate all of y'all. Let's get back to it. So the person accusing Diddy and CJ Wallace is a man. Now, this man claims that in 2022, that Diddy coerced him into a non-consensual sexual act during a party at Diddy's Star Island mansion in Miami. Can't stop, won't stop. Absolutely disgusting behavior. With Wallace, Biggie's son, allegedly facilitating this sexual assault. The lawsuit, which has now been reported by TMZ, Rolling Stone, and Court TV, and Ticket TV, right, marks the latest in a series of legal challenges for Sean Combs, who was recently acquitted of racketeering and sex trafficking charges, but convicted on 2 counts of transportation for prostitution. And the allegations against CJ Wallace, who's a 28-year-old actor and entrepreneur, have stunned the entire hip-hop community, raising questions about his involvement in further tarnishing Diddy's already embattled legacy. Now, the lawsuit filed by this man alleges that in March of 2022, he was invited to a party at Diddy's mansion under the pretense of a business opportunity related to Bad Boy Entertainment. Now, according to court documents, right, the plaintiffs claimed he was given a drink that left him disoriented, after which Diddy allegedly coerced him into performing sloppy top on him in a bathroom. Now, the complaint graphically details how Diddy then threw a semen-soaked t-shirt that belonged to Big, full of bust. Oh my God. At him. And he said it was humiliating. He also alleged that Biggie's son, CJ Wallace, who was present at the party, played a role in the facilitation of this assault by ensuring that this man was brought to the bathroom where the incident occurred. Now, Court TV has also reported that the man accuses CJ Wallace of being complicit in Diddy's actions, claiming that he helped orchestrate the encounter through specific details of his involvement. Those specific details of his involvement were vague in public filings. I'm about to give them to you now in the lawsuit. The lawsuit names both Combs and CJ Wallace as defendants, seeking unspecified damages for sexual assault, emotional distress, and battery. Now, Diddy's legal team, led by Mark Anglifo, swiftly denied the allegations. And shout out to Larry in the Cash App with the donation. Come through with $100 donation to Cash App. Salute to you, brother. He says, I'll be damned if everybody lying, man. Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Everybody can't be lying, bro. Bro, everybody cannot be lying about this, bro. Everybody cannot be lying about this, bro. I'm sorry, man. If you think every single person is lying about every allegation, something wrong with you, man. This man got damn near 100 allegations against him, and people are going along with the fact that they think everybody lying. Everybody lying, and Diddy telling the truth. Bro, it baffles me where we at in this world, man. It really does. It bothers me where we're at in this world. It really does. It says that Diddy's lawyer, Mark Anglifo, denied the allegations, saying it's baseless and it's a money grab. Wow. Biggie's son has yet to comment on this allegation. Now, the attorney, who is Tony Busby, who they said, oh, we stopped Tony Busby in New York. No, you didn't. Tony Busby's still coming. Who has filed over 40 lawsuits against Diddy, emphasized the credibility of the client's claims, stating that the truth will come out in court. Right? Now, before I start getting deep into this, because I'm going to read this lawsuit because it's absolutely disgusting, and I'm going to read it to everybody that's watching this video. some of the most vile, nasty, disgusting allegations, and again, from a man, are coming out against none other than y'all's boy, Sean John Combs. And now, Biggie's son, CJ Wallace, who is 28 years old. This is absolutely, and they're innocent, again, unless proven guilty. These are absolutely disgusting. I mean, nasty, vile, sickening, uh, disgraceful, disgusting allegations, man. I mean, you're talking about, I want y'all to think about this. He's saying that Biggie's son helped Diddy all word a man, bro, by making this man give him fellatio, oral, nasty top in the bathroom, and then squeezing on another Biggie wardrobe and then throwing it on the man. How many of these type of stories we're gonna hear? Absolutely disgusting, man. And this ain't even 20 years ago. This is 2022. 2022. And Diddy's lawyers want y'all to, they want to sit up here in front of the whole world and tell y'all everybody's lying. That's what they want to tell y'all, man. They want y'all to think that everybody's lying, bro. I ain't never heard nothing like this before in my entire life. Where you have a guy who wants to convince the entire general public that everyone is lying. Absolutely disgusting behavior, man. I just, like I said before, man, disgusting behavior, man. We get ready to get into this, man. I'm telling y'all something, man. It's very graphic. So if you don't want to hear these allegations, I can understand that. I can respect that. I can respect that. But I'm going to tell y'all, man, and this is everybody that's listening to this video. If you guys have children, please do not allow them to listen to these type of videos. Don't allow them to listen to these type of videos. These is absolutely disgusting, y'all. Absolutely disgusting. And I am, man, bro, beyond disgusted. Uh, reading, just me reading through some of this stuff, man, is sick, vile, nasty, degrading, and just a whole nother level of just, bro, I'm sorry, man. This is nasty, man. Now you got Biggie's son involved in this foolishness and being put out. This is just disgusting, man. Well, we're gonna get to it right now. I want to read it to you guys right now. And again, after this video, so what I'm gonna put the links to the actual articles in the comment section. I'm gonna pin it at the top so all of you guys can read it for yourselves. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to Jennifer in the Cash App with a donation. Salute to you. I appreciate it. She says, Biggie's son a part of this too? Question mark. Man, that's what they saying. That's just sad, bro. Like, if that's the case, man, that's heartbreaking. To be very honest with everybody that's just listening to this video, man, that's very heartbreaking right there to hear these type of allegations, man. But I'm gonna get into it right now with you guys, man, and you guys will be the judges yourselves of what y'all think about these allegations. So, without further ado, so a man by the name of Willie Mack is also being sued. CJ Wallace is also being sued. Bad Boy Records is being sued. Combs Global's being sued. Daddy's House Recordings is being sued. CEOPCO LLC is being sued. Combs Enterprises LLC is being sued. And of course, like I told y'all, Diddy's being sued. And they're being sued and accused of sexual battery, negligence, intentional infliction of emotional distress, false imprisonment, violation of the Ralph Civil Acts, negligent supervision, and retention failure to warn sexual harassment under Civil Code 59 or 51.9. Right? Now, let's get into this. This is absolutely disgraceful, man. Bro, I mean, man, come on, man. This is just sad, man. And it's 100 Jane and John Does, right, that have not been named yet. So it is damn near. Let me see. Let me make sure. It is 100 Jane and John Does that are added in this lawsuit that have not been named yet, that are to be named soon. Just disgusting work, man. Now, here's the allegations, you guys, and I'm gonna tell y'all, man. If y'all got kids, man, just put them away, man. Salute to everybody tapped on in, man. Y'all know how I roll, man, and I don't like the kids hearing this type of stuff, man. But this is absolutely disgusting. Now, according to the allegations from this man, Diddy, right? Man, bro, Diddy, right? In 1998, this man said he first met Diddy while working on a project with the group Days of the New on their album soundtrack, Godzilla. Godzilla featured a song with Diddy. Now, you guys probably remember that song, right? As a headliner on the main single. It was during this recording project for Godzilla that the man who's making these allegations met Diddy, right? Now, a few years later in 2001, while working with Southwest Wholesale in Houston, the man who's accusing Diddy went to the Spy Club with executives and employees of Combs Corporations, including Diddy. Now, while at the Spy Club, the plaintiff was invited into a private area of the club by executives and employees of Diddy's corporations and Diddy, right? Where Diddy, the plaintiff, began drinking alcohol while Diddy and many others in the entourage were drinking and doing drugs. However, unbeknownst to the plaintiff, his drink had been drugged, which caused him to become unconscious. And when he woke up, he found himself in the parking lot of a local hospital. It was at that time the plaintiff was subsequently treated for a drug overdose treatment at the hospital, later determined to be in Humble, Texas. In 2002, a year later, it was reported by the media that the Spy Club was tied to one of the largest ecstasy trafficking rings in the world by the federal government. Then in 2005, this man who's making these allegations against Diddy, 2005, he attended a meeting at Diddy's Daddy House studio in Manhattan, New York, where he was auditioning for a spot on the late, great Notorious Big's album. Now, Daddy's House was a legendary studio that at the time was the epicenter of the music scene, where some of the most iconic tracks in hip-hop industry and history were being recorded. Being at Daddy's House wasn't just a studio. It was being at the very heart of the industry's creative pulse. The man who's accusing Diddy pitched several tracks for the project, both his own and those featuring other artists. However, Diddy rejected some of the featured artists from this man's submissions, ultimately deciding not to include him in the final project. Later in 2005, this man returned to Daddy House in Manhattan, New York, with longtime friend of Diddy's from their Mount Vernon high school days, right? Now, he was there working on a project for another Combs Corporation's artist, while also contributing separately as a songwriter for Diddy. And one night, while stepping outside for a cigarette, he found himself in what felt like a live block party scene. An alley buzzing with life, artists and insiders were gathered around, speakers blasting unreleased tracks, heads nodding in rhythm, and everyone waiting for their shot to get into Daddy's house. Now, when this man returned to the studio, Diddy was standing in the hallway listening to music that was playing, and Diddy turned to the plaintiff and asked if he had any tracks for one of his artists. The two of them walked into another room located between the main studio and the smaller studio where some of the artists were working. Once inside, the man struggled to get his CD to play. He was extremely nervous as this was his one-on-one session with one of the most iconic music producers of the time. Now, as the plaintiff, this man flipped through the tracks. Diddy blasted the music at such a high volume that it hurt the plaintiff's ears. Now, Diddy began dancing to the music. When one particular track played, Diddy danced even more enthusiastically. Now, the plaintiff felt deeply honored. He was in the studio playing his music, and Diddy, an industry legend, was dancing to the songs he helped create. But then the energy shifted. Suddenly, Diddy turned to this man and allegedly asked him if he was looking at his penis. Caught off guard, the man denied it and laughed, trying to dismiss the bizarre comment. Diddy kept dancing and repeated the accusation, claiming that this man wanted to see his cock. Then Diddy stepped close, pulled down his pants, and exposed his cock, telling this man to look at it since he was trying to look. Diddy moved even closer, telling him to touch it. The plaintiff again tried to play it off with nervous laughter, spinning his chair away from Diddy in an attempt to create distance. But Diddy continued pushing himself towards this man's face and telling him, "We got two words for you, to suck it." Now suddenly a loud buzz came through the studio room, interrupting a moment, and Diddy abruptly stopped, turned to the plaintiff and said he was bullshit and his music was whack, and then left the room, leaving him alone and in shock. After that encounter, he believed he'd never see Diddy again, but unfortunately, he did. The next encounter the man had with Diddy came when he was asked to assist one of Combs Corporation executives with whom he had previously worked and helped during the production of Combs' American Gangster album by none other than Jay-Z. Diddy produced and recorded that album at Daddy's house studio, working with several producers plaintiff had previously collaborated with on other projects. During one of the listening sessions for American Gangster, Diddy approached the plaintiff, bent down next to him, and asked to speak with him in private. The man and Diddy then went into an adjacent studio room where Diddy proceeded to lock the door behind them. Right? Shout out to let me see. Salute to Casey in the Cash App with the donation. I appreciate it. Much love to you. Shout out to Casey in the Cash App with the donation. Casey, I appreciate you. Much love to you. You know what I'm saying? Really, I really appreciate you. Now, and also shout out to Michelle Jensen with the donation. Salute to you as well. She says she can't believe it's Biggie's son. That's big. Well, we're gonna get to it in just a second. So he says that Diddy bent down next to him and asked to speak with him in private. Now, Diddy, right, and this man went into an adjacent studio room where Diddy proceeded to lock the door behind them, right? Lock the door behind them, right? Right? Diddy asked the plaintiff if he was going to, quote unquote, bitch out. At which time, Diddy took out a handgun. from behind his back and placed it menacingly in the middle of the audio cabinet rack in front of the mixing board. Diddy then began rolling two blunts, sprinkling one of them with that C word, COCAINE, for himself. He handed another one to the plaintiff for him to smoke. Diddy then started pouring shots, saying he wanted to celebrate being nearly finished with the album. Meanwhile, people outside the studio room could be heard knocking and trying to open the locked door. In the light of the attempted intrusion into his room, Diddy repeatedly told this man to stay quiet as the two remained alone in the room. While there, the man began to feel as if he may have been drugged. He got on the floor and began to become dizzy and disoriented. One of the few things he remembers during this episode is Diddy getting on top of him and began touching his cock, performing oral sex on this man, Diddy. The next thing this man remembers is waking up alone on the couch. Everyone who had previously been in the studio was gone, and Diddy and the plaintiff was unable to recognize any of the individuals remaining. Now, at or around September the 20th, September 2020, this man was producing a Biggie Smalls project for the estate of the largest artists that work with Diddy's Combs Corporation's The Notorious B.I.G. At the same time, Diddy was at the studio with some artists and members of Combs Corporation in Los Angeles, California, for a listening session for the Notorious B.I.G. project. During that listening session, Diddy arrived to give feedback on the songs that the plaintiff produced and mixed, and Diddy stated the songs for the project were not good enough and pressured the plaintiff to do ketamine in the studio to make the music sound better, as that is how music would be heard at raves. Sometime later, Diddy and this man and other members of his corporation went to a warehouse in Los Angeles that held some of Biggie's clothing that he wore while he was alive at the warehouse that were being donated to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame later that year when Biggie would eventually be inducted. The clothes were on the racks everywhere in the warehouse, and Diddy again provided drugs to everyone present. Everyone there was running around the warehouse and tripping on the drugs. At some point in time, Diddy and the plaintiff somehow ended up in a room alone together at the warehouse. Diddy told the plaintiff to put some clothes on that were hanging up in the room. The plaintiff thought it was a huge honor to be wearing Biggie's clothing. The plaintiff obliged, and he changed into one of the jerseys as told. Diddy then started watching Corn on his cell phone in front of this man. Diddy then grabbed one of Biggie's shirts off the rack and began to choke his chicken with it in front of this man. Now, the man pretended he didn't see what Diddy was doing and began smoking a cigarette while looking at his own phone. Without any provocation, Diddy then suddenly told the plaintiff to finish him off. Before the man could react, Diddy then squeezed his juices on Biggie's shirt, laughed, and threw the shirt over on the plaintiff's lap and arm, covering the plaintiff in Diddy's man juices. Diddy then got up, laughed, and said, "R.I.P. Biggie," and left the room, leaving the plaintiff alone with the remnant of Diddy's juices all over him. The man was embarrassed and humiliated and went home to clean himself off. The next time this man saw Diddy was at a meeting with other employees of Diddy's corporations at a studio, including the Notorious B.I.G.'s son, C.J. Wallace. Mac, who's another defendant, and Doe's 51 through 100. So it's 50 other people, pretty much 49 other people. When Diddy unexpectedly arrived and told the plaintiff he was going to fuck the shit out of him eventually. Diddy then proceeded to grope the man's cock. Diddy then proceeded to tell the other people at the location that this man was gay. This declaration directly caused some of the people in the room, including Mr. Mack, to begin sexually harassing this man. The man then snapped and threatened to go public if the behavior exhibited by Diddy and the Combs Corporation's employees' agents did not stop. Despite the warning, a few days later, the man received a call from members of Diddy's corporation, including C.J. Wallace and Mr. Mack, and many of the John Does, stating that they wanted to find a resolution for the previous incidences, including those involving Diddy. C.J. Wallace and Mr. Mack and the John Does then picked this man up in a Combs Corporation's vehicle and drove him over to Revolt TV location. On the way to the location, C.J. Wallace and Mr. Mack apologized to the man and made promises of more business opportunities for him with Diddy and Diddy's corporations. Now, upon entering Revolt, the John Does grabbed the plaintiff and covered his head, blocking his vision, and aggressively moved him to an unknown location. He then heard Diddy yelling in the plaintiff's face. Diddy instructed everybody to leave. Diddy then began yelling profanities at this man, and Diddy then attempted to force this man to suck his cock while his head was still covered, all while yelling at this plaintiff man and saying the man's involvement with the project was over. Now, the man is informed and believes that, and thereupon alleges that at some time during this episode, and or someone associated with Diddy's corporations could be heard snapping a photo of him. At some point, Diddy eventually left the room, at which point this man was able to escape the room he was in. Immediately thereafter, he was somehow able to find his way back to the location where the vehicle he had arrived in was parked, where C.J. Wallace and Mr. Mack and the other John Does were waiting for him. C.J. Wallace, Mr. Mack, and the other John Does then drove him home with the taste of Diddy's cock still fresh in his mouth. He was broken and fell ill into a dark place mentally after the incident, experiencing extreme depression as a result. A few months later, all the defendants and the Does, inclusive, and each of them terminated him from the project and blacklisted him from parts of the music industry. The man is informed and believes that thereupon alleges that the defendants, including but not limited to all the people I already named, inclusive in each of them, conspired to sexually assault him and maintain his silence. In furtherance of this conspiracy, these defendants and John Does, inclusive, and each of them coerced the plaintiff to getting into the vehicle with them under the pretext of apologizing to this man and promising him further exclusive work, only to then allow others to cover his head and lead him to an unknown location where he was sexually assaulted and battered. The defendants and the Does then took him home after he was sexually assaulted. These acts were committed with full knowledge of Combs and the Does' propensity for harm and callous disregard for the safety and well-being of the plaintiff and others. The plaintiff is informed and believes and thereupon alleges that prior to the incidents described herein, that the Combs corporations and the Does 1 through 50, inclusive by and through their officers, uh, directors, agents, managers, and employees, including Tariq Brooks of Bad Boy Records, LLC, Stephen Dent of Daddy's House, Barry R. Cohen of Combs Enterprises, Tariq Brooks of CE Opco, LLC, Roma Kana of Combs Global, Revolt Media, were aware that Diddy had a history and reputation for violent, sexual, predatory, and abusive behavior towards individuals. This man is informed and believes that thereupon alleges that Diddy's corporations and the John Doe's 1 through 50s, the officers, directors, agents, managers, and or employees, including Tark Brooks of Bad Boy Records, LLC, Stephen Dent of Daddy's House, Barry R. Cohen of Combs Enterprise, Tariq Brooks of CE Opco LLC, and Roma Kana of Combs Global, Revolt Media, have been informed by employees, contractors, and others, and at all relevant times knew that Diddy was known to have sexually harassed, abused, and assaulted other individuals. This man is further informed that he believes and thereupon alleges that all of these same people failed to conduct any information or investigation into these allegations, despite being informed of them prior and after multiple incidents involving the violent sexual harassment and assault of the plaintiff and others. The Combs corporations and those 1 through 50s officers, directors, all these other people, right? They failed to keep Diddy from having physical contact with individuals, failed to report his behavior to law enforcement, and failed to implement any protective or disciplinary measures against Diddy. Right? Man, this is crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. He also claims that they all ignored repeated complaints and reports about Diddy well-documented conduct. They failed to investigate and take corrective action, and in doing so, ratified Combs' predatory behavior, enabling a pattern of abuse and misconduct. He also says that their conduct was malicious, oppressive, and done with the intent to prevent accountability for Diddy and protect their business interests at the expense of his health and dignity. Right? He also says because of them, he has suffered extreme physical, psychological harm, economic loss, professional ruin, and irreparable emotional trauma, wanting an award of compensatory punitive damages provided by the law. These are the allegations against Sean Diddy Combs and Biggie's son. Shout out to Artie Fleetwood too. Salute you with a donation. I appreciate it, man. Much love to you. I appreciate that with the donation. Also, let me see. Shout out to Annalisa in the Cash App with the donation. I appreciate you. She came through with a $30 donation, and she says it just doesn't stop with this guy. No, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. Tony Brothers said he had over 100 lawsuits, so I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. I'll just be honest with y'all, man. You know what I mean? This is just nasty, disgusting, vile work, man. I mean, bro, this is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting, man. It makes me want to throw up, to be honest with you guys. I'm just being honest with y'all. It really makes me, very sick to my stomach to even think about some of these allegations, man. I mean, Diddy is just, oh my God, bro. If these allegations are true, man, and then Biggie's son, bro, for his son to be alleged to know about some of this stuff, man, and be involved, man, it's sad, man. It's like, it's very sad, and like I said before, man, it gets to a point where you just know everybody's not lying, bro. You know what I'm saying? As much as you might want to believe it and think that, yo, man, all these people got some against Diddy, they don't, bro. Everybody's not lying out here, bro. Everybody's not lying, bro. This is absolutely disgusting, man. Absolutely disgusting. So when you think about this stuff again, everybody's not lying, man. People have to be at some point in time. You have to think, man, these people got everybody can't be out here just lying. Absolutely disgusting. Lord have mercy, man. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I don't know how y'all feel about this stuff, man, but Diddy is like I said before, man. Oh man, when does this stuff stop, you guys? Like you got to ask yourself that question, man. Because now Biggie's son is being named in these things, man. Like that's the crazy part. Now Biggie's son is being named in this stuff, yo. Now, and when that happens, once you start getting this man's son named in this stuff, bro, and things like that, man. I mean, I'm just telling y'all, man. Like me personally, man, I told y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't for the plate, man. I'm not down with the. I'm not down with that, man. With the get down, man. You know what I'm saying? Ticket don't roll like that, man. You know what I mean? Ticket roll straight, y'all. And I'm just being real with y'all, man. Y'all click that link pinned at the top of the chat, and you can get mad all you want to get in that comment section. You just gonna get your ass blocked. You'll get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at all the people that's out here making these allegations. If they weren't making all these allegations, we wouldn't have nothing to talk about. So get mad at yourself, sir. Get mad at the people that's coming out here making these allegations against Puff. You know what I'm saying? And all these other people that they're accusing. Get mad at them. You understand? Somebody says, well, how come all these people not going to the police? Well, some of these people think have stated that they believe that, well, I'm not even going to say that. Let me just put this to you like this. Some people believe when you're powerful, you can have certain things on the payroll. Because remember, a lot of these people have off duties as security. So again, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know, a lot of these people have off. So if you got them as your security, shit, they gonna and they see things. Shit, they getting that check. They're gonna back you up regardless. You gotta think about that. So that could be a possibility, man. You know what I'm saying? Diddy is innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law. But I mean, man, this man, how many allegations got to come out against this cat? Absolutely disgusting behavior. Now, all y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to the website right now. It's free. All you gotta do is click that link I pinned at the top of the chat, the comment section. Y'all click that link right now and go subscribe. Get the free membership on the comments, man. And y'all make sure y'all do that, man. You know what I'm saying? And I salute everybody who's tapped in, man. And I'm gonna put a link to this article, and all those articles will be up on the website and stuff that's up on the website. I'm gonna put a link to that at the top of the comments. Y'all gonna see all those links under the same post. For y'all can see the links to the actual article, the links to the membership for the website, the links to everything, the links to the Cash App, PayPal, and the links to the podcast show. All the links gonna be there, pinned at the top of the comments, y'all. It's absolutely disgusting behavior, man. You know, alleged. So you guys definitely let me know what y'all think, man. I mean, I'm just saying, bro. This isn't a woman. This is a man making these allegations. So you guys let me know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe. Diddy's lawyers denying all this stuff, man. Y'all know how that goes. Let me know what y'all feel. You know, make sure y'all click that link pin at the top. Everybody, y'all hit me up. Let me know what y'all feel. Oh, hold on one second, y'all. Shout out to who was this? Okay. Yeah, shout out to Monica Black in the Cash App with a donation. Salute to you, my sister. Much love to you. She came through $25 donation in the Cash App. And she says, Diddy got a whole, yeah, he got, man, this ain't got a whole goddamn on, bro, Diddy got a whole, bro, he got a whole city of alleged victims. Disgusting. Y'all click that link, pin at the top. Get that membership, free membership on the website. That way y'all can go comment on and see all the reports on the website, everything, and all the videos. Y'all don't miss them because y'all don't get all the updates on here, but you will on the website because it has the links over there. So tickettvmedia.com, y'all already know what it is. Click the link to the top. Salute to everybody's tapped in. Y'all know what it is. A link to this article, I'm going to put it at the top of the comments for y'all. Let me know what y'all think. Peace.
All right, you guys. So we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A-Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym, work out, exercise, and do what you got to do to stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.